Even though it's not the most glamorous or interesting job, I'm a proud stay-at-home mom to my 3 young kids, ages 6 and under. It's not a great choice for every mom, but it's been a mostly great choice for me and my family. I keep the trains running. I keep everyone clean, healthy, and fed. I'm the big boss. In spite of my stay-at-home mom pride, a few months ago I started to get that itch to go back to work outside my house. I'm not quite sure what caused the itchiness. My youngest is turning 2 and he's starting to lose that last shred of babiness, and he'll soon be off to school. Or maybe it was that the tax forms reminded me I hadn't contributed to our annual household income again. Or was it that I'm hitting my 7-year anniversary of being at home? Or maybe it's just that general feeling of irrelevance that settles over a stay-at-home mom from time to time. Don't get me wrong. I know my job is very, very important to the people in my house and to those who love us. But sometimes I miss that sensation of coming home, walking through my front door, and feeling like I was out all day kicking ass in the big world out there. So I started to get the itch, and I sent out a few resumes for part-time jobs. Even just sending those out made me feel a million times better. I promptly forgot all about it and went back to wiping butts and sweeping up goldfish cracker crumbs. And then something crazy happened. I got a call for a job interview. I was right in the middle of simultaneously texting my husband the news and doing an MC Hammer dance of joy when I froze like a deer in the headlights. What the crap? I have to go on a job interview. What followed was a 3-phase freakout over the course of 1 week. Phase 1, arranging childcare, also known as take my children, please. The interview was on a Friday afternoon, and I have a great babysitter who can come on Fridays, but only until 4:30, and then she has to leave for class. So what if I'm not back in time because there might be traffic on the Mass Pike? Who am I kidding? There's always traffic on the Mass Pike. So I can get my next-door neighbor to come over at 4:20 and relieve my sitter so the kids are covered and my sitter doesn't hate me forever. Shit, this childcare thing is really complicated. But I figured it out, at least for one day. Phase 2, wardrobe, also known as finding pants without an elastic waist. As most stay-at-home moms know, there's a spectrum of mom fashion. The casual end, where yoga pants and clogs are considered playground chic, and the fancy end, where you wear your car payment boots and a gorgeous designer dress out to the price chopper. On this grand spectrum, I fall strongly on the casual side. I do not wear clogs and yoga pants, but I do regularly wear the same pair of old jeans that are so droopy in the butt it looks like I just took a dump. I pair those stunners with a hoodie and some 7-year-old brown Saucony sneakers that should probably be burned. Clearly, this look is not going to fly for a job interview. And needless to say, all my pre-child work clothes don't fit at all. So that weekend, I spent a solid 2 hours wandering around TJ Maxx trying to familiarize myself with new trends in what I call grown-up clothes. Here's what I learned. There is not much made in fleece anymore. And I'm perplexed by this skinny belt. It looks cute, but it seems impractical and it makes my hips look big. I started freaking out about an hour into the trip and left with 3 different outfits and the return policy in hand. After texting photos of all of them to my best friends, they agreed on a simple blazer and cute dress pants. Simple, professional, classic, and almost affordable. Phase 3, reviving my brain, also known as making Claire look like less of a freaking idiot. The night before the interview, I was confirming my babysitter and watching my husband iron my cute new dress pants and feeling pretty damn good about myself. And then I had yet another wave of panic. What if all those jokes I cracked about being an idiot were true? I broke into a flop sweat. What if my interviewer asks me a simple theoretical question, one I would have nailed 8 years ago fresh from my master's program, but tomorrow, all that comes out when I open my mouth are the lyrics to the Sesame Street theme song? In a flurry, I slithered under my bed and found 3 old textbooks and started frantically flipping through them as if cramming for an exam. Then I hopped on the company's website and started memorizing their mission statement in hopes that some of their key words would replace phrases in my normal lexicon, such as pinkalicious, chicken nugget, rectal temp. All in all, my panics and freakouts were both unavoidable and completely necessary. When I walked into that interview, I held my head high, having successfully overcome my mom obstacles. I had orchestrated patchwork childcare. I got dressed in nice clothes and wore a bra. I was prepared to use fancy words and have a solid 65% chance of using them correctly. My last thought as I opened the door to the fancy office building was this: nothing is harder than the time I had to clean up one kid's puke while puking on myself and cooking the other kid dinner. In that instant, I realized staying at home has made me tough, resilient, creative, industrious. I have a whole new set of life skills to add to my resume. After all my moping and whining about being irrelevant, it turns out being a stay-at-home mom is actually really excellent training. And besides, I thought as I walked into the interview, if they don't give me the job, I'll just send them all to timeout.